Balanced Hackmons is a metagame that breaks free from the usual competitive Pokemon restrictions. In this tier, you're free to use nearly anything in your arsenal for battle, unleashing Pokemon with all the potential they've got, just as long as it doesn't break the meta. You can battle with almost all texted Pokemon, use a wide range of abilities, items and moves, and even max out your EVs to push Pokemon to their limits. However, as the name implies, it's Balanced Hackmons. Certain abilities, moves, and Pokemon are banned to keep the metagame balanced. Today we're diving into the Pokemon that have been banned from this metagame and exploring what makes them too powerful for even Balanced Hackmons. All the information in this video comes directly from the Balanced Hackmons forum, so a big shout out to them for the valuable insights. Also a quick note, I will only be focusing on Pokemon that got banned in Generation 9 specifically. By the way, if you didn't know, I've started a second channel where I'm uploading edited gameplay of other games. Right now I'm playing Bloodborne, and let me tell you, I'm actually losing my mind over it. Are you actually joking with me, right? One more hit! One! So if you really want to see me suffer, make sure to check it out, I really appreciate it. The link is in the description and the pinned comment as well. Going in chronological order, let's start with Calyrex Shadow. Calyrex Shadow's ban is very straightforward. It was banned to its versatile set options, including the use of Spooky Plate plus Judgment, the ability Normalize and the move Entrainment. Its ghost typing is already strong, but when paired with Terra coverage, it becomes even more threatening. With Normalize plus Entrainment, it can make itself immune to opposing moves, making it even harder to counter. Its high speed allows it to outspeed nearly everything in the tier, and its massive special attack cements it as a true offensive threat. The metagame was heavily impacted, with dark types of Meloetta becoming essential on nearly every team just to check it. Slacking was initially banned alongside Calyrex Shadow when Poison Heal was legal, because it was the best user of the ability. After Poison Heal was banned, Slacking was unbanned with the assumption it would be fine. Population Bomb sets were strong and wall breaking but had speed or item dependency issues, keeping them balanced. Fur Coat sets also popped up due to their bulk and ability to spread paralysis. However, with Koraidon's increased presence and Population Bomb losing its immediate threat, the Gut set emerged and proved to be problematic. Guts is nearly impossible to reliably wall, as Slacking's bulk and offensive power make it a significant threat. As a result, teams needed multiple Fur Coat users just to handle it, which only plays into Slacking's strength, as it can easily exploit defensive structures in the meta. Terra Normal makes it even harder to check with typical counters like Vulpix Body, Zamazenta Crowned being 2-hit KO'd by Facade. This overwhelming offensive power is why Slacking got banned yet again. Mega Gengar quickly established itself as one of the most potent offensive threats after Dex-rated Pokemon were allowed. With Recover, the ability Beats of Ruin, and the absence of Zygarde Complete and the move Spectral Thief, it outperforms its Gen 7 version, as only a few Pokemon can reliably wall it, and that alone safely force it out. It has a range of variable sets including Choice Specs, Nasty Plot and Normalize, each with its own way of disrupting counters. Choice Specs aims to power through anything that isn't a specially defensive Primal Kyogre or Arceus Ground, while Nasty Plot offers more PP and self-imposter protection via Judgment. Normalize on the other hand can completely shut down teams without reliable Revelation Dance checks. Nearly every team was forced to rely on very specific walls just to handle Mega Gengar. As a result of a survey with an overwhelming response to ban the Pokemon Mega Mewtwo, it got banned from Balanced Hackmons. It was a frequent subject of complaints due to its absurd stat spread, stat Lumina Crash, and ability to run coverage that can bypass any check, including imposter users. Moves like Chloroblast, High Jump Kick, Knockoff, Steel Beam and Volt Tackle, combined with the ability Magikarp plus Life Orb as the item of choice, as well as Brute Force with Choice Specs, make it highly unpredictable and force opponents to gamble on whether they can defensively handle it. This forced basically everything to run Covert Cloak to counter Lumina Crash, and its impact on team building and the metagame as a whole is too restrictive and unhealthy. The core issue with Deoxys attack is its insane mixed attacking stats, allowing it to pick off almost anything with good prediction while also being incredibly fast and nuking imposter users. Protein sets are powerful enough to 2-hit kill nearly the entire tier with neutral coverage, forcing most defensive structures to rely on Regenerator just to scout the moves it locks into. This set also benefits from the spammability of moves like Astral Barrage and Headlong Rush, and Lumor Crash not tracking Protein, allowing a follow-up Astral Barrage that is Protein boosted. Magic Guard plus Life Orb sets can spam high-powered recall moves like High Jump Kick and Steel Beam with no downside. The problem lies in the lose-lose nature of predicting against Deoxys attack. You either lose a Pokemon or end up in a poor defensive position, all while it continues to bypass standard checks with its coverage. This kind of unpredictability and pressure was deemed unhealthy for the metagame. Now, Deoxys attack was actually unbanned after the ban of Protein, but it was banned again due to its overwhelming strength with Sheer Force plus Life Orb and DLC additions. New moves like Bolt Strike, Lost Approach, Psycho Boost and Blue Flare greatly enhanced its offensive potential. Additionally, the ability Psychic Surge made it nearly impossible to revenge kill, as even priority moves couldn't hit it under its terrain. These factors combined made Deoxys attack too powerful for the metagame yet again. Kartana was already a major threat pre-DLC with very few checks, and with the release of Sunsteel Strike, it gained a tool to break past most Fur Code users. It can deal up to 85% to Arceus forms with abilities like Steely Spirit and Pressure, Fur Code resist like Ho-Oh dealing up to 50%. Unlike Gigaton Hammer, which it previously used, Sunsteel Strike doesn't have a major drawback, allowing Kartana to consistently pressure slower defensive Pokemon without being forced out. This forces any Fur Code while handling Kartana to rely on intact ability shield, which is vulnerable to knockoff. Due to this overwhelming strength, Kartana was banned. Mega Mewtwo X was already super strong before the DLC, but gained significant improvements, particularly with Sheer Force or Magic Guard plus Life Orb. Old Strike is a standout addition, allowing it to hit neutral non-Fur Code Arceus, Fur Code Mega Slowbro, Ho-Oh and Yveltal in one move. Lust Push was another great addition, though limited by low PP. It did increase the set's effectiveness against neutral non-ice skills Arceus. Other additions like the return of Psycho Boost and the fading influence of Arceus Fairy as a soft check also made Mewtwo even stronger. Given that it was already a borderline Pokemon and received buffs it didn't really need, it significantly impacted both team building and gameplay, so it got banned as a result. The reasoning behind Mega Diance's ban is also straightforward. It just doesn't have reliable defensive answers. Its powerful Pixelate boosted Boom Burst is difficult to reliably switch into, and with Rock Stab and the powerful V-Grade as coverage, it bypasses two of Fairy's key resistances, leaving only Poison types, Primordial Sea Registeel and rare Soundproof users as solid checks. On top of that, Mega Diancie often includes speed control with extreme speed that is also boosted by Pixelate, and hazard support with Stone Axe, making it a terrifying attacker that can overwhelm defensive cores while threatening to scare off potential counters. Mega Diancie also boasts a lot of set variety. The most common set was mixed with Pixie Plate, but Life Orb can also be used for powerful V-Grade and extreme speed combos to KO neutral Arceus forms, or even niche moves like Headlong Rush and Earth Power to handle Arceus Poison and Registeel. You can also use Population Bomb to deal significant damage to ice skill users like Arceus Fairy. Its Choice Spec set offers immense power, being able to 2-hit KO most switch-ins and forcing early healing, which can be exploited for free turns. In short, Mega Diancie isn't a one-trick pony. It can adapt its moveset to bypass checks and put pressure on a wider range of teams. Those are all the currently banned Pokemon in Gen 9 Balanced Hackmons. Let me know in the comments if there are any bans that surprised you. And if you made it this far, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new, and check out my second channel as well. If you want to support the channel even more, you can become a member for as little as $1 and you will see your name on the end screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.